Hello and welcome to Culture Foolishness Top of the Morning. We're doing a little morning news brief today. I am Creed of Exodus Stills and ArchitectsOfMars.com, and my co-host is
Nick Jr. High as hell.
Top of the Morning, Wake and Bake Master over there. Okay, so this
I
is,
had to.
you said what?
I had to. The bed stressed me out, and I
Oh,
went to.
duh. Right. That's what we're about to get into first. This is since we, typically start these on Tuesdays, this is Tuesday morning quarterback because now we could talk about, the games from just Sunday and Thursday through Sunday and obviously last night, which was for a Chicago fan, a Chicago Bears fan, was not a fun night. If you are a Minnesota Vikings fan, which I know quite a few of them, they're probably happy and rightfully so because they just got shown that getting rid of Sam Darnold was a very, very good decision. Let that old dude go over there, and we got this young stud that's about to put us on his back. Because one thing I will say about quarterbacks generally, it seems like the ones that really are consistently winning, and I say this about all sports, but we're talking about football at the moment, they had this twinkle in their eye. Like you could just see they're not going to be shaking. They got a winner mentality. You could just look in their eyes and see it. And when McCartney was coming out, he had that look. He had that look like, yeah, I'm a winner, even though that whole first half of them was like ass cheeks because our guys were doing what they were supposed to do. I was excited because Caleb come out, hit nice throws. He ran a touchdown in. They got an interception. I mean, they were doing good at first.
McCarthy came clutch at third quarter. He like three
End of the
touchdowns.
third, and then going into the fourth, it was like my uncle. I was watching the game with my uncle, who's in town right now, and that was actually fun because I don't think I've watched a Bears game with him as an adult. Like back in the day, they was, the grown-ups watching ball, you young, you like it, but you can't speak to it the same way as when you've been watching your whole life, you're an adult. So it was cool to have them conversations, but he said it said right before the announcer said it too. He was like, the momentum shifted completely to the Vikings after that that really good pass that McCartney had thrown to Jefferson.
Mhm.
Not the touchdown, but you know what I'm talking about, that long pass. And it seemed like everything after that just whole thing shifted towards them.
We did.
Yeah. What so let me ask you this, because I don't know, you might have got to see more of the first half than me. We was out, so we was like trying to watch it on our phones before we went back to the resort to watch the rest of the game when it actually got bad for us. But did you see anything from Caleb Williams to where you were like, this is a rough game, but I still see you, stepping up in the season?
But what I seen because I was in the stadium.
Mm.
Stadium was two packs on my service when it
Oh,
was the
okay.
best. So what I seen, he was doing good for what I seen. It's
Yeah, the
not.
first,
I don't think it's really him. I think it's defense too, because
yes.
it don't make sense that in the end of the third we lose the lead that we had. They was kicking their ass.
Yeah,
And
the
I was
defense, it
like,
felt like they gave up.
yeah, I was like, man, these motherfuckers tweaking. And then fucking internet start tweaking. I just got off that shit and was keep on going to my ESPN ticker. So that's how I was like seeing the game and shit, or see the rest of the
Hmm.
game and shit. But I turned that shit on. That shit said the football was on. The Vikings talking about they finally they won. I was pissed. I was like, what the fuck? Not the
Yeah,
first, not the first fucking game, y'all. Yeah, But it's cool. It's the first game. They ain't lose by. They ain't get their ass whooped, so I ain't tripping.
Right. And you know, the crazy thing is for the Bears to have lost, Caleb Williams had like kind of it, somewhat of a better stat line than JJ because he didn't throw any interceptions. He threw a touchdown, ran a touchdown. His percentage rate, his completion rate rather, was actually pretty high, and he threw for 210 yards. So not a bad stat line. If they had a won, everybody would be like, "Oh my God, Caleb!" Da, 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 da," because he played good. The defense, he played good, but he fucked up a lot too. Because I was watching that second half, he overthrew several passes that could have been ran in for touchdowns. Wide open, DJ Moore. I mean, he was in the end zone reading the book, waiting for the fool to pass the ball to him. He overthrew it like he was throwing to somebody in the stands. So. I don't know. I mean, I got optimism because it's early in the season and they got a new coach, but I mean, hopefully it's not the same old Bears. That's the thing. Now, you might have had opportunity to watch this other game more so than me because I was on the road. So when I saw the highlights, I was pretty much flabbergasted that Ravens Baltimore game. I mean a Ravens Bills game. Sunday night. That was insane. Like
Hmm.
you come that back from 15 points in 4 minutes. Oh, like Josh Allen is like. I think he's trying to make a statement this season.
Never to get off football. I mean, not NFL. But that game was crazy because I wanted the Ravens to win. I was like, damn, and it was before I get where I was like, what I wanted to get to was before the game ended. I was gonna turn the game off. I was like, Ravens. I like the Ravens got this. Oh, they finna win. Finna get right in the bed. You feel me? Boy, I ain't turn that shit off, and I'm glad I didn't. 'Cause I seen their ass come back, and I was pissed. I was
Yeah, my
like,
friend is
damn.
a Ravens fan. My other friend, he was upset.
I was like, fuck. Cause I want Ravens and Bills, man. And shit. I was like, damn, yeah, sweet. And then the Bears lost.
But that's another. I mean, I feel like both of them games was a illustration of a defense collapsing at the same time because in the Baltimore Ravens defense, um, Lamar Jackson helped them score 40 damn points and had your team up by 15 going into the end of the game. All y'all had to do was hold it down for 4 minutes. Like he can't do everything. I know a lot of people that, talk about football and they be like, Lamar Jackson overrated. Da, 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 da. Da. He had a crazy stat line that night. It wasn't like he was out there being a bum. He can't be on defense and offense, unfortunately. So I think he got unfairly blamed, but at the same time, it's like, hey, you're gonna have to score one more touchdown. These dudes is on it, and it didn't happen. So I don't know. It was definitely probably one of the most exciting games of, is I think it's gonna go down as one of the most exciting games of the whole season. And to do that on the first game is pretty crazy.
Hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say get off NFL. I was gonna go to NCAA real quick.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I saw
What's
the
up?
stats with Manny.
Oh yeah, didn't he win this other game that they played?
So he did 4 touchdowns, two threw for like 200. I don't know, it's 50 something or 90 something. It was like up there. And he was 19 for 30.
Mm,
So if he did 200 something yards, 19 for 30, just think about the yards that would have, if them bitches would have completed, he would like at least have 400 something yards,
hmm
500 something yards. Because 19 for 30 is a big ass gap and still having 200 something yards. That shit crazy. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
fucking lie. if he would have ended that game with 500 some yards and probably six touchdowns instead of four, that would have been the fucking third. It probably would have if depends on how the completions were or the throws were and close to the end zone. That 19 for 30 and four touchdowns could be way more crazy if the bitches was completed because some of them could have been touchdowns. Or a lot of them could have been touchdowns.
Who did they play? Because I didn't get a chance to catch the college games last week.
I don't know. I just saw the
But
stats.
let me look it up right quick. Because I'm
I really just
curious.
seen. I ain't seen no college games on Saturday. I ain't gonna cap. I was at work.
So you just you saw the highlights more so of this one.
Yeah, I know they in the morning, but I'll be in the bed and honestly, Saturday morning I wasn't even thinking about football. They just started, and I gotta get used to it again. So I wasn't even thinking
Oh,
of.
okay. He had 5 touchdowns. Oh, okay.
Yeah, five. They
Um,
got them at. They had them on four on ESPN. How
what did
many
it say?
yards?
I don't see all of those stats. I'm just looking at the clip. It said Arch Manning calls his 5 TD game versus San Jose State sloppy. So he wasn't even satisfied. Like, but I get it because from what you said, he did, he missed like 9 passes. So,
Yeah,
for him, obviously coming from the family he's in, they have high expectations, for completions and all of that. But I knew that first game, when everybody was ready to like, oh, he overrated, he sucked. I'm like, this is his first start, and it was against the national championships. Like, calm down.
mm.
Let's see, this is college, let them progress. But this is the thing, I speak to this, and then we could move on to the next subject. Um, the NIL thing, and it's good for the players. I'm not dissing it, but what it does do is back in the day, if you think about it, the way that the sportscasters would talk about college players was a lot more lenient. It was like, oh, it's college and I'm getting paid, whatever. Now, some of these dudes, and him in particular, they making millions of dollars. So they acting like you in the NFL already. They gonna super call your ass out. And I don't think it's not fair because these dudes are 19 years old, 18 years old, still developing. But once you put that money in the mix, fair, it's fair as life is. And we know how fair life is, right?
Yeah, fair.
Mm-hmm. Undamn fair. I want to talk about the
Damn.
current music climate, especially the fact that obviously it's
Mm.
September, but I don't know if anybody, watching this, including us on it, could name what was the biggest hit of the summer. I feel like it was a lot of music that came out. I think that
Ass
from a
shake.
from a standpoint of like
Nah, my song
quality
get the biggest.
projects, we got them. We got the clips. We got some new Larry June. We got some new
But
Currency. We got some new Freddie Gibbs.
it's a
Those
lot of
quality
music.
projects,
It's a
but
lot of music.
it's not like that hit. Like the song that we all. You know what actually was the hit of the summer? Fucking Jet 2 Holiday. That's what was the hit of the summer. The damn it has went from what's a big hit to trending
What's
audio
trending?
on
Yeah.
TikTok,
Mm.
instead of it being, I think that's just the nature of the world. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm in my head trying to figure out what song came out this summer that was like to me that was really
Like
big.
that banger anthem. I don't think we had it. I'm telling you that. Like that's what everybody was humming this summer, not no actual song. That Jet 2 Holiday trending all your fucking TikTok.
Man, we got some. It just, man, to be honest, for a hit to be really in process, it's not really all about the music. Yes, they gotta like it. Yes, it has to sound good, but a hit costs too. Like, is music is a pay to play. You did a job, so um, it costs like $250,000 to $500,000 for marketing alone to make this song get played through these channels and really get visibility. And I don't think a lot of people understand it. A lot of people do go, thinking the TikTok route, oh, get this shit trendy on TikTok. After it get trendy on TikTok, it's gone, it's a hit. And that is the case because that can't happen. Because it happened a lot of times. And then TikTok even revives songs 10, 20, 25, 30, 35 years today. Like, Do or Die made a video that song they made 2003.
Mm-hmm.
And TikTok revived that off a sound clip. And that's great for them because that's good back end money, low key, because they made that
It,
song in
it's
2003, and to still make money off this song is dope as hell to me. So I'm
but
like,
also introduce them to a whole new audience because it's a whole bunch of young Gen Alpha, Gen Zs on TikTok. They might not ever really heard of Do or Die before, you know.
so
So,
that's what I like about TikTok, because even though, like, okay, we don't have a hit out here, it's a lot of artists still generating some money. You
mhm.
feel me? So that's the best part. That's why I feel like that's good that artists is not making money and they're able to really make an income through their music through TikTok, even if they have a hit or not. Because yeah, if you have a hit, you're gonna make some hit money. And if you're not doing no making no hits and ain't doing good on radio and all this other stuff, um, and when it comes to streaming, your biggest income is probably through TikTok. That's still good because at the end of the day, you're making some money.
I think also what has contributed to not a big kind of, watershed moment summer hit has kind of went away. It's too many options of where you could listen to music because when we was coming up, you really just needed to get something on the radio, and if they was playing on the radio a lot, it was going, become a hit. People's gonna hear it. Who listen? I can't even tell you the last time I listened to the regular FM radio. Like I don't even listen to it. Like people control what they hear so much more than they could back in the day. Like people, if I took your phone and looked at your Spotify or Apple Music or whatever you use, your your algorithm is gonna be different from mine. You listen to different shit than me. Everybody shit is in their own. It's like when you open up them apps, you in your own world of the things that algorithm think that you like. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna just turn the radio on. It's like, oh, what's this? And then of course the radio repetitive, so they keep playing songs, keep playing songs. How many songs back in the day when you listen to the radio? You didn't even like at first. And then after a while, the shit grew on you because they were just playing the shit constantly. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, all the time. That's what radio is for. Radio is engineered to hypnotize the brain. To be honest,
But people not giving it the opportunity
because the
anymore.
radio, yeah. And what's so crazy is that's where the money is at. You still get more money through radio than streams. And Jermaine Dupri be preaching that shit all the time. He be saying that shit, he be like the difference between radio and streams and whatnot. And because he was like, artists today don't rely on radio, they rely on TikTok. Going back to what we was talking about for TikTok. And like I said, TikTok is not a bad thing because you still generating some money. But when it comes to making the income, like, cause that's still like to me, it's not a source of radio, it's not a source of streaming because you're not going to an app and finding the song, but it is it's a source of stream, like 'cause it's streaming through a channel that's on a radio station that you can get points off or whatever. So I think because people lack fucking with the radio, whatever the case may be, that's where that's when music gets fucked up to me because when I was like you said, when I was a shorty, when we was a shorty, it was shit on the radio.
The
It was shit
radio
on the
was
radio.
banging, like the top tens
It
and,
was
and the DJ. I don't know who none of these
the
DJs
GC
are no
the
more.
GCI 92.3 was busting over
Man, 92.3.
over busting over busting.
Like all of the fun things that's
When
interactive, it don't happen no more. Like they used to do the birthday song every day and you get people calling in and that was engagement, but now it's hard for people to engage with stuff that way because we got so many options. Because we got whole satellite radio. It's thousands of more people on there, DJs, different channels, and then that's even more curated. There's more people listening to that than listening to regular radio. A lot of people was listening to satellite radio, Sirius, all that stuff.
I still listen, so I still listen to the radio too. So I'll go on 923. 923 is still good. Still busting.
But
GCI,
let me ask you this though: how do you listen to the radio? Because now we're not even in that market anymore. So you use the app, right? It's the iHeart, right? iHeart Radio.
I heard radio on the GCI, and I like if I listen to V103 because even though I'm a rapper, I still listen to R&B more. And I like old school music.
Well, I
That's what
feel like
that's what helps me. Little Jim, little writer's tip. That way helps me structure a lot of songs. Listen to old school music. Like if I'm doing something with a bridge, or I'm just like hooks, has to sound type shit. I still go 70s, 80s, 90s,
mhm,
route and just
that's
modernize it for today and my incorporate my sound and how I want it to sound. But yeah, but that's
the
why I listen
smart
to it.
the smart songwriters go back to that era because they kind of mastered it. They mastered the song structures, the melodies, and all of that. So if you going back to that to, help you structure things, you already on the right path.
They made the hits, nigga. I was thinking the other day, like I love recording and dropping songs and being on stage. Like that's one thing I really miss and want to get back doing being on stage. But writing songs for other people is fun as hell. I ain't gonna lie, that shit just be a different world because I do the research on the artist. If I don't know about the person already, I do the research and then I get down I get down to the music and it should just be like this shit cold because this ain't nothing I make for myself. And I was like, this shit fun as hell. But then luckily too, if this shit lands for a placement, it can be big for you. And my goal always, if I'm doing a hook or a song idea, I'm aiming for a fucking hit. I'm aiming for like the team gotta sit down and be like, oh, I think this the one. This sound like a single. I just want to hear those two fucking words. One and single. one single, single one. That's all I need to hear. Because a girl even said that herself. She said, you can have 14 songs. You can have 14 songs in this 15 track album. But if that one song ain't the single, you ain't making more money than that single because people are streaming the album, but that one song is getting streamed more than that whole album. I was like, yep. I think it was yesterday when I seen it, and I was like,
Hmm.
oh, okay.
Did you get on that? Was you able to get on that call with Hard Drive where they was talking about? I think she was having like a sync
Yeah, I missed
call or
that. I
something.
know
Oh, okay.
I missed that because I was at work.
Oh, dang. Well, shout out to Mickey. She definitely is, trying to give as many resources as possible. It's funny because right now,
In Shiloh,
Mickey Shiloh, she has been talking about AI use in music and how to use it in a way where it's like more integrity to it and not just making up a bunch of AI generated stuff with no soul. Because she used it to create reference tracks based off of her own lyrics because sometimes they want a different sound, to the song that she can herself do because she produces music, sings all that, but sometimes the song calls for a male to be singing it or something, but she could still use that to help her, so I feel like we talked about this a little bit last week, AI is not going anywhere. Yes, it's aspects that we hate as far as being artists and competing with this, but you got to figure out how to work with it and not compete with it because the competition thing is a very losing battle because you're really fighting against the collective pieces of so many different people that sucked into that AI algorithm for music. So, gotta figure out how to make it work for you. That's the only way to, keep progressing so we can
now,
continue being artists.
now what I love about it, this the part of AI I like about what's going on with this part. She trying to get the product sold at the end of the day. Like if you don't got a singer, you're not the best singer, but you can sing and you can write these fucking songs that's cold as hell, and you could just AI the voice for the reference because it ain't nothing but a reference at the end of the day. But if you are able to sell the song, nigga, that's big. Like, cause and you know it ain't your song, you ain't singing it. You're not singing it at all. You just trying to sell this record. That's the main focal point is how can I sell this record? And yeah, I can sing my own voice, but I probably ain't the best fit for this. But these lyrics is what's hidden. But the voice gotta hit too, because I gotta sell this record to this person. I gotta make them like, oh shit, that shit big. That shit like just the one type shit. Like I said, going back to you either gonna have the one, you gonna have the single.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah,
how it looks.
yeah, she definitely is doing it in a way, again. Because back to what you said, it's a reference. So it's not like she putting out the song. It's just so she can sell it to the artist. So instead of them trying to have to super use their imagination when they get it, no, this is exactly what I want it to sound like for you. And now you can hear it. And do you want it or not? And that's going to help you sell that product easier than you just singing everything yourself and don't even match the tone of stuff.
Well,
So no, she's smart.
uh, this is this is AI sound. This ain't AI lyrics. So that's the thing about what she like not condoning with. She not fucking with AI lyrics. Don't go on Chat
Hmm.
GPT and go type a subject and how the subject should be formed in a rap song, whatever the case may be. Don't go on Chat GPT to get your damn lyrics. She still want the feeling. She still want the feeling from the soul, from
Right.
the from the
And that
artist.
makes a big difference.
It
Cause
makes
I
a great bit
mean,
different because now you don't sound like a damn robot. Because now when you chat GPT, you gotta find the you gotta find the soul of these words through the cadence that you gotta make up and like make up instead of organically making up. You know, when the beat is getting made in front of you or when the beat is being played, not you. Yeah. So shout out to Mickey for that one because she was like, you can use the voice. You can change your voice to make this shit sound better. Don't bring me no AI GPT lyrics, shouting. And
mhm.
it's crazy. And it's crazy
People doing
because
it.
people doing it right now and making some money. And shout out to them. Now, it's a hustle because ain't no money in rap. I'm sorry, y'all.
There ain't no money in music unless you know how to pivot different aspects, syncing,
It is like
having merch, all this other stuff. I
that's the
mean,
thing.
because
That's
that's
the
what helps you, shows and merch. That's
so
how you
that's
really
the
make
money
money.
and the money in rap. What people need to understand. It ain't through these strings, dog. I'll tell you this right now. It ain't through these
Giving you
strings.
sense for that,
And
barely.
it's really the hard copy, right? It's the merch. It's this how you sell your. It's the tickets you sell your venue for your event. It's all the money you make outside your streams. That's where the money is at. If you not like touring or making merch, um, or got like an endorsement, you feel me? Something like that sort. You ain't making no real money, dog, because it ain't through the streams. A lot of people's streams be bought. Let's be
Just to say
real.
they got the numbers. I just feel like it then turned into you actually using music as a vehicle to sell other stuff. That's the only way that you actually for real can make a living. It's not about just the music. You have to have a whole ecosystem of different things people could buy into outside of the music that you control more because through even as an independent artist using streaming apps using this you don't make the money you're supposed to make, so you got to figure out different ways because if people think Currency main money come from streaming even though he got so much content, he made probably a decent amount streaming because he got so many records. That's why a lot of people make a lot of stuff frequently with long track lists. Like um Chris Brown, didn't he release an album that had like 40 songs on it, something ignorant, but he know the more songs I got out there floating
No,
around, they
I'm
all
gonna,
streaming. I'm making a little bit more money from streaming now.
I'm gonna tell you why that boy CB got an album like that. He records alone 40 songs a week.
Mm, that's
So
good. From that Prince
that's
ilk.
great. Nigga, that ain't good. That's great. But when you record that much, you know how many songs that's just put the fuck up? It's a lot of
Oh
songs.
yeah.
A lot of people don't understand with this music stuff. Like a lot of these artists, including me, will make these songs, and these songs will make these projects. So then you just have a lot of songs in the back burner, and then that's where you can go and I guess use some other songs you never use for syncing or like go the other route with your music because just because you ain't put it out, it can still get put out. You can figure it out, find a way. If it's not on a project or it's not like, or if you just want to say, forget, I'm just gonna randomly drop something and be like a lost file, whatever the case may be. But yeah, a lot of people don't be dropping music. A lot of people be dropping music 3 years later. And people be thinking like, oh, they just made this in the studio
No,
last week or 2 months or three
that's
months
been
ago,
in the
whatever the
clip.
case. Yeah, like, yeah. People just be having, they just be fine tuning, go back to the songs, hear what needs to be mixed, what needs to be tightened up, and then release it when it's time to release. Like that's how I feel like what they be doing. That's what I do. Shit, go back to the record, dust it off, and hear what needs to be fixed on it, how I can make it sound better, and then shit, put it out for the masses.
I For me, I'm inspired by that in the sense of as a visual artist, we kind of do the same thing. It's so many pieces of art that I done created that haven't seen the light of day, but maybe it's because I don't feel it's good enough or whatever. But a lot of the times you're gonna be more overcritical than a fan of your work because they can't do what you do. So they just like, oh, this is dope or whatever. You ain't making no money off of those things, them sitting on your hard drive. Like, I don't know if you follow Sully, but he been just dropping stuff lately, awesome. You know what? It's collecting dust on the hard drive. Why am I holding all this stuff, back? And it's good. And every song he done released, they say, oh, this is just on the hard drive. I'm like, that was a banger. You should have put that out. But he is, that's why he just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just putting stuff out. That I think in the climate that we are in with the streaming, the more you have out, the more that you can make
That's how I
from
feel
that,
like. That's
but
how.
also connect with more fans.
Yeah, that's how I feel like with currency won at when it came to making his money.
He was just like,
Um,
here, here,
yeah,
here, 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 here.
like he'll drop a project every what 2 months,
Yep. I
but
mean,
probably
shit.
more
Over the
frequent
summer,
than
he
that.
dropped two back to back. He came out one in July, then one in August, and he do that a lot of times. So, um, you just have to. I think as a creator, period, and I'll end it on this. I feel like as a creator, period, we have to be more. I don't want to say like flipping about just put stuff out. You gotta have thought into it, but at the same time, it ain't gonna help you, keeping it from your fan base. Like, who knows? It's been so many things I put out where I initially didn't like it, and that might be the thing to get the most sales, the most likes, or whatever, because you using your opinion, but your fan base, they just want content from you. So you gotta feed the beast.
Speaking of that motherfucking beats, that was fucking crazy. Like,
Man, you
damn.
need them liners, boy. You just line yourself or get the little liners.
Well,
Make
I
sure
gotta
you're
go to New
fresh.
York. I gotta go to New York tomorrow, so I gotta get my ass together. I
Mhm.
didn't even pack yet.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well,
I didn't pack yet.
sounds like you got some stuff that you gotta get done. So,
Boy,
on that
what?
note,
What time? Hey, what time Santiago be open?
they probably open around like 9, 10 o'clock. So,
Uh,
obviously the people from LA listening, they know that's kind of the lick, to find certain stuff on the low. But I'm
I
gonna
gotta.
end it here.
Are we done? We
Yeah, we
done?
done, man. We done.
Hey, look, women. If you want like a hard working, light skinned black man, I'm right here. I don't be doing nothing. My right hand work to rub a booty. My left hand work. It might be a little faded. All right here. My left hand work to rub another booty cheek. So and I listen. You know, very understand. I communicate. Communication is key. You feel me, ladies? I got no kids. That's the best. That's. I ain't got no kids. If you got kids, that's good for you. Um, if you don't got kids, come to me. Um, it be very lonely in LA. I just go to work and be making my music and go to the studio and work and just be investing in me. You feel me? It'd be hard. And um, I'm tired of being lonely. You feel me? Um, I
Uh,
didn't need the background music for that shit.
Man, look, man, this ends the video dating portion of the episode. We gotta end this now. It's too now you
Call me
getting into the
when you need me,
it's like the love connection, the
baby.
new version of the love connection. We ain't on
This ain't
that.
no damn love connection, no goofy ass shit like that.
Yeah, that's what you trying to make it.
It's probably a beautiful lady.
Well,
Looking at this shit.
if they make it to the end of the episode, then they'll see your video dating endorsement. But this has been Culture Foolishness Top of the Morning. I am Creed of Exodus Studios, architectsmars.com, and my co-host is
Nick Jr., OnlyFans.com. That's how you catch me. You feel me?
yeah, he's selling feet pics. All right, y'all.
I
Peace,
ain't got the feet
peace.
pics.